Hello everybody, my name's Jim and this is Colleen's debut. How about a hand for her, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks. We have a story for you. And our stories today and the next video, it's going to be about reincarnation. Colleen and I didn't know much about reincarnation early on. One of the first hints we got was at my house in Valley, and it's just a man asking his neighbor. It wasn't anything that we asked. A guy asked his neighbor, what's going to be his last name? Which we found curious because it was, don't we always know our last name? Can we switch groups? We don't know. So the next hint came by sometime later. Colleen wanted to know if we were ever back here as husband and wife. And they told her no. We always come back as brother and sister. And it's really curious that we always come back as brother and sister. That sounds like a lot of coming back. But so we did start to explore this a little bit. Colleen, most of it's about Colleen. So Colleen is going to read you some quotes from some studies we've done. Okay? Rock on, Colleen.
All right. So the first question that I asked was, what year did I die the last time I was here? And 4 different people said 1947. And then the next question was my brother Jim with me? And one man said, Brother Jim was not here. And a woman said, no, he was not. And then a man said, Jim was not here, followed by another man saying, Jim wasn't here with you.
So that was one of the times that you just skipped out on your own out here.
That's right. I was out here with other people.
Yes.
So then I followed that by asking, what was my name in 1947? And in the living room, a man said, they called you Colleen. And then I asked, and how old was I in 1947? And a man said, you were 86. Another man says you were 87. So maybe I lied about my age.
Or maybe they're confused.
How many children did I have? And on the landing, a lady said, you only had 3 of them. And in the living room, a man said, you had 3. And by the glass door, a man said 3. What were my children's names in my last life? And in the kitchen, a woman said, Eric and Matthew, ultimately yours. And at the top of the steps, a male said, gotta think it's Lucy. So then I went on to ask, did I know my current children? And by the powder room, a man said, yes, you did. And in the foyer, a woman said, I do think so.
So these same people seem to just keep coming back with you. You know, you knew these children, your 2 children from this life, you knew them in a past life already.
Yes, it sounds like I absolutely did.
Yeah.
Yep. So then I went on to ask, who was my husband in my last life? And in the living room, a man says, Ben was last life. And by the powder room, a man says, Ben Healy.
And that is really interesting because my in-laws who live in Ireland, my wife's from Ireland, and my in-laws in Ireland, one of Clut's sisters married a Healy. So maybe this Healy thing is part of the mix with the McLaughlins and the Edfinnegans.
Absolutely. And then I went on to ask, how are my great-grandkids part of my current life? And in the kitchen, a lady says, Cecilia, the keeper of them all.
That Cecilia could be either your grandmother or your daughter. So we're just not sure which Cecilia.
Right. Yeah. So then I decided to ask, who was with me that's here now? And by the powder room, a lady says, Sergeant O'Hare.
Well, you only know one person by that name, and his first name's Pat. Now, I wonder if he was in the military or maybe a cop in a past life. That would be interesting.
That would be cool to ask.
We'll find him.
Yeah. And then I finished it up by saying, what year did Jim die last time he was here? This Jim. And 5 different people said 1915 as Edfinnegan.
So, and we currently have Edfinnegans in our circle of family.
Yes, Eddie Finnegan married Marie.
Right. Yes, he did. So there you have it for the first one about reincarnation. It's we're recycled. We come back, and the reason we come back often is to help our group get ahead. There's jobs that Colleen and I agreed to do before we even came back here. And I came back first, and then Colleen followed me 4 years later, and we are told that Colleen was here this time to help me. So
I have a story. Can I share a story?
Sure,
quick?
sure.
So when I was about 4 years old, my grandmother died. Cecilia Finnegan passed away. And I was at the funeral parlor, you know, with everybody at the viewing. And my grandfather, who I was really, Bubba, who we were really close to, I was standing there as a 4-year-old, and I noticed he was super sad. And I said to him, don't be sad, Bubba. You're going to see her again. She'll be waiting right over there for you.
Right.
And that's a story Bubba told me over the years.
Right.
It wasn't really a memory on my part, I don't think.
And it's a fact, because we know they were together in Panama, in Volcancito. We were told our grandfather keeps clothes in that particular house, and we know Cecilia Fitzpatrick, her maiden name, has been through that property. So yes, we all get to see each other again. Maybe for the good, maybe not. But the next video we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, is past lives of Colleen in Ireland. She's been around. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe. You gotta subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Just forward this clip to somebody and just subscribe to them. I'd appreciate it. Thanks very much, everybody. See you soon.